Hey guys, welcome back to the long-awaited and overdue, obscure, well, sort of obscure toy lines from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and today, and this is episode number 39. Starting off with Little Dracula from Dreamworks and Bandai from 1991. Little Dracula is a British series of children's books and an American animated television series that originally aired on Fox. Little Dracula revolved around a green-skinned child vampire who aspired to be just like his father, Big Dracula. He also enjoyed rock and roll and surfing. Little Dracula also has a monstrous friend named Werebunny, and his Transylvanian family of strange characters is often threatened by the villainous Garlic Man. 9 figures, mostly of Little Drac, and 4 vehicles were created for the toy line. The Warrior Beasts by REMCO, 1982. The Warrior Beasts are often thought of as the villain line of toys for the Lost World of Warlords that was also made by DC Comics. They were originally advertised on the back of those card backs, but they are in fact considered their own toy line. Often considered to be bootleg versions of Masters of the Universe, Warrior Beasts had disproportionate heads and oddly shaped belts, most likely due to legal reasons. Along with looking very similar to He-Man toys, REMCO also used these same molds for their Pirates and their AWA wrestler lines. Real Steel by JAKKS Pacific, 2011. A limited run of toys and now very expensive on eBay and Amazon, Real Steel fans can relive the battles from the hit movie with these 7.5-inch deluxe robots. They showcase a full range of the hero robots straight from the film, and each with a trigger-activated signature action move. 2 waves of robot figures, 2 battle sets both including Adam, and a few battle rings were available. It's crazy to think, but 2011, this toy is already almost 10 years old. Arnold Palmer Indoor Golf by MARX, 1968. Okay, so you remember when we were kids and we had Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, then it was just Punch-Out? Well, something similar happened here with Arnold Palmer Mini Golf, or Indoor Golf rather, that when the endorsement deal ended, it just went back to a generic golfer. But in the late 60s and early 70s, this was Arnold Palmer promoted, endorsed, and basically what you got was a little Arnold Palmer at the end of a golf stick, and maneuvering 2 triggers and changing his golf clubs, you could hit foam golf balls or small marble golf balls onto a green foam playing surface, and you could actually play mini indoor golf. A very cool concept where there are some very nice looking, I don't want to say knockoffs, but maybe reissues that are still available today. It came with a variety of clubs, a driver, some wedges, and a putter, and again with a variety of balls to simulate indoor mini golf. DUNE from LJN, 1984. Based on the novel by Frank Herbert and movie adaptation by David Lynch, DUNE figures were 5.5 inches tall and all had battle-matic action. Because the movie wasn't geared towards children, the toys quickly hit the clearance bins. Several figures were released along with the playsets, vehicles, and a 14-inch sandworm from the movie DUNE. There are a few sought-after DUNE figures, including the aforementioned sandworm and a Sardaukar warrior. And of course, also sought after are the prototype toys that never actually made it to market. Dick Tracy Target Game by MARX, 1961. Touted as a toy gun that could really shoot through glass, this was the pinnacle of interactive toys for children in the 1960s. The Dick Tracy electronic game was a target game that you plugged in, and you had a light gun that was making it a shooting game, hence that you could shoot through a window. There were 2 types that you could play. There was a stationary game, and there was a carousel feature where the targets would rotate around the lamp. You would shoot the targets and it would earn the player X amount of points. The better you covered the target with the light, the better your score would be. It claimed that it worked up to 30 feet away and that you could have more than one player. The second player can control the speed of the carousel and the targets. KRONOFORM by TAKARA, 1983. Now, the KRONOFORM line was an unsuccessful attempt by Takara to market various Diaclones and Microman toys to North America, which had not been licensed by Hasbro for the Transformers franchise. This was a transformable toy that was also a digital watch. Now, I'm not gonna go into the story on him or anything like that. I was just recently gifted this by a friend, and you know, I just had to mention this toy again because I was always fascinated by this toy when I was a kid. I must have had about 5 or 6 of the knockoff versions over the years. It's just something about having a watch that could turn into the toy, that you could take it with you anywhere on the go. I just always found that very cool. If you'd like to see more about the KRONOFORM toy, I suggest go and check out Transformers and Video Games. M does great stuff over on his channel. Go check him out. And that's going to do it for another episode of obscure, well, sort of obscure toy lines from the 70s to today. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. I know it took about 2 months for it to come out since the last one, but again, down in the comments, if you can think of anything that we haven't covered, let me know. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.